some type of weirdness is going on within gaming right now, and I don't understand it. Hold on, it's so weird. I gotta change up the music. There we go. Okay, yeah. If you didn't know, right now, there's like a brand new Pokemon game came out, and it's bad. It's doing bad. People have terrible negative reviews on it, and it's kind of sort of on course for what Pokemon has become, because they have gotten incredibly lazy with the creation of their products. And honestly, you would think they would have done something more with this game, considering all of the backlash and the stuff that they gotten as negative response towards Power World. If anything, this would be them changing course for the better, seeing as how they done basically pigeonholed anyone and everyone into not being able to even do the concept of Pokemon that people have been able to do for years because they put a patent on something. But in all likely adversaries, which is just strange, but beloved for someone like me, because I grew up with this as a thing, is that Digimon released a video game, and it's good. It's like, people like it. It's popular right now. People really enjoy playing it. And that's insane. That's very much insane. Not only that, it's copying Pokemon shit. That's even crazier. Digimon copying Pokemon concepts and mechanics. So you're able to actually collect Digimon in this new Digimon game, which you're not supposed to be able to do. you only get the one Digimon, and then you just keep them. But in this game, you're actually able to collect Digimon, train them, use them, evolve them, de-evolve them, have them go through the different tiers that Digimon can actually go through. It deals with their different mechanics, like the virus, virus data and vaccine archetypes that they've had within Digimon for years, but it's actually utilizing it well, which I'm glad to see that, as well as like adding on the elemental aspect being put into it. But the overall mechanic itself plays out just like Persona. So upon looking at the game, I was like, there's way too many similarities with like Persona 5 being put into this game. But and then there's a lot of menu options that this game has going on for it. But that's on brand with Digimon. Digimon has evolved into a very crazy state, where you have like the armored evolutions, the DNA digivolving. There's just so many different variations of stuff that happens within Digimon now, as this series has progressed, that this game is actually utilizing correctly and in a fun way that people are very much enjoying. Pokemon has always been Pokemon, there's nothing really new or interesting or different to it. So with this new game, what is Pokemon AV, FV, something, I can't even remember. It doesn't even matter. The Digimon game is called like Digimon Soul Survivor or something like that. I don't know. I just don't know. But with all of that being the case, I'm very much in a kerfuffle because who the hell saw that coming? Digimon would make a good game. Pokemon would make a bad game. I figured if anything, gun to my head, I would have bet both games would have been bad. But no, Digimon actually knocked this one out of the park, which is surprising. And hopefully they keep doing this, because again, no one saw this coming. No one saw this coming, and it actually has gotten crazy reviews and high praise, and I couldn't be more happier for it. I've always loved Digimon. So it getting this amount of respect from a game just basically doing basic shit in a video game, let alone a JRPG at that, is astounding. While a Pokemon game's coming out after all the Nintendo controversy and all the bullshit that Game Freak put everyone through with their patents and their stranglehold over Power World and all the controversy that came from that, you release a game that's dog shit, or you release a game that essentially people really, really, really don't like. I would say that's dog shit, but whatever. I think like we're seeing this weird Twilight Zone effect on gaming now. We're having a lot of things come to light that should have a long time ago, but we're also getting the after effect of a lot of crap being sifted through in order to find gold. Because even though you have a plethora of video games that you can choose from to actually play, there are only some games that actually come out that are worth playing. Most of the games are like, is like whether or not you pay attention to it or you don't, you can see the weird incentive that they have behind it, whether it be just overly monetizing a lot of the microtransactions, trying to do everything they can and kind of manifying the women characters and stuff like that, just making stuff that isn't fun, or these studios getting bought by these bigger corporations and then they just bleeding themselves dry because they no longer actually care about the game. They're just trying to appease their corporate overlords, but in doing so, all they're doing is making their games and the franchises that they have the rights to make worse, and worse, and none of it makes any sense. So you get stuff like Expedition 33, you get things like Kojima's game Death Stranding 2, even though I don't understand why people think that's a good game. But you have a bunch of people making stuff based off of passion and it just being fun and it doing incredibly well. While as these corporations, which got all the money and all the time and all the talent to make something actually good and fun, having no idea what that word is, almost to the point where now Naughty Dog legit tells people, we don't use fun when we make video games. Never forget that. Never let them forget that. Never want to let them forget that, because they made shit. So, and then it got turned on, and then it got put in on HBO. But so it's refreshingly crazy to see something like this, and then even to talk about it, because I'm dumbfounded by it. Like right now we got friggin' Dungeons and Dragons having the gayest art imaginable being put up to showcase something called Dungeons and Dragons, and we're dealing with so much of the ridiculous Sweet Baby Inc. Tidal wave of content that came out over the years that they commissioned and trained and changed to get the diversity and equity and inclusion factor put into video games. That all of this accumulates when you see something like Digimon succeeding past Pokemon. I can't wait for because Pokemon just came out, so when they do like official numbers and people see like the true sales and stuff like that, like I really am interested to seeing that and what it is that they're going to talk about that. But hopefully, this is something that, like, these wake-up calls have always been good for gaming. These moments where it's like you see a big corporation lose millions of dollars doing garbage, and then everyone else just making bank doing something that's just considered fun. I can't help but think of what happened with Concord and Marvel Rivals now, which is now still going strong, still making attractive and good-looking characters using the Marvel brand, yet it's still the hero shooter, and it costs nothing to play. And it's like, it's inspiring. It really is. It's just one of those things where you look at it and it's like, man, like, is gaming gonna go full positive in the future? Who knows? But this is the right track and the right area that gaming should be getting into, and what gamers should be asking for as just a base level thing from their games. Because again, Digimon itself, even upon looking at it, the story and everything they had going on, I was like, this looks like some boring JRPG crap. But the fundamentals of what the gameplay actually is and stuff that you can do, I was like, oh yeah, for Digimon, it's badass. Like, this is what you would want out of Digimon. And like, it immediately showed like legacy Digimon characters and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, that's what you want. That's all the people who play Digimon will want. Like, dude, I want War Greymon. If I get that game, I'm getting War Greymon. That's the goal. That's all I want. It's the only person I'm gonna play with. That's my favorite Digimon. I'm gonna get War Greymon. You can't stop me. But hell, think of most Pokemon games, and where it's like there's certain characters that you can't even play in certain Pokemon games because they're not included in that Pokedex, or you have to pay money to transfer that character from one of your other Pokemon games into your new Pokemon game. Shit like that makes you not want to play, And it's like, so me saying it is like, I don't even want to play the game anymore. Like, you gotta go through all that. I'll just, yeah, whatever. So again, I just wanted to just give a little praise to the Digimon game. Hey, good on you, Mike. I hope this leads into a very productive future, as well as like better Digimon games coming out in the future. So yeah, that's it.